By now, even if you haven't seen them, you've heard tell of the porgs, the little furry birds making their debut in Star Wars The Last Jedi later this month. We first saw them in a big behind-the-scenes video from the set of the movie released a few months ago, and then saw them in action in the most recent trailer, one of them hollering away in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. Unfortunately, the porgs to have their detractors, including at least one member of The Last Jedi's cast. When we would bring the puppet out on set, that's when I first got my inkling, director Rian Johnson told Jimmy Kimmel on Friday night. Because the work would stop on set and be like, "Oh, that's so adorable," and half the crew would be giving it the side eye a little bit. Mark Hamill said that had even gotten in trouble with Disney for tweeting about wholesome pornography. "People forget, these movies were made for children," he said. "No," Kimmel corrected, "they're made for middle-aged nerds now." The porgs, who live with Luke Skywalker on his island hideout, Ahch-To, have already taken over the internet, even getting their own hashtag emoji on Twitter, for which Johnson is very sorry. But one cast member of The Last Jedi would be happy if he never saw a porg ever again. "I just naturally don't like them," John Boyega said. "I don't. I was in the Falcon and there was a hole and there were little porgs all bunched together and then there were big ones. They had the puppets blinking and all that kind of stuff. I'm not into it." He described them as being all over the place, so there will probably be at least one scene where the spaceship gets infested with little bird gerbils. At least one stows away on board. We've seen it in the trailers, screeching its little head off before Chewbacca unceremoniously tosses it off the dashboard. Chewbacca actor Junice Suotamo feels badly about that, by the way. But not everyone is so heartless. When Kimmel asked the assembled cast members if any of them did like the little aliens, Oscar Isaac said he was adamantly pro-porg. Andy Serkis even joked that he'd asked Johnson if he could perform one scene in motion capture as a porg. "We talked through a storyline," he said, "but it just didn't evolve in the way I thought that it might." Oh, well. Kimmel also showed off Entertainment Weekly's 4 new Last Jedi magazine covers, the biggest cheers for which naturally went to the one featuring Luke Skywalker and Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia. Some things never change. Get Vanity Fair's HWD newsletter, sign up for essential industry and award news from Hollywood. Full-screen photos, Annie Leibovitz exclusive cast portraits of Star Wars The Last Jedi for Vanity Fair masterclass, Daisy Ridley as Resistance Warrior Rey and Mark Hamill as mentor Luke Skywalker, on location in Ireland. Photographed exclusively for VF by Annie Leibovitz. For The Last Jedi, costume design by Michael Kaplan, production design by Rick Heinrichs. For VF, set design by Mary Howard. For details, go to VF.com. Credits. New Hope, Daisy Ridley's Rey hones her lightsaber skills, and channels her inner force. Photographed by Annie Leibovitz. Driver's seat, Daisy Ridley as Rey, at the helm of the Millennium Falcon, with Junice Suotamo as co-pilot Chewbacca. Photographed by Annie Leibovitz. Freedom fighters Carrie Fisher, Oscar Isaac, John Boyega, and Kelly Marie Tran as the Rebels, General Leia Organa, Poe Dameron, Finn, and Rose Tico, with droid BB-8. Photographed by Annie Leibovitz. Rookies Benicio del Toro, as the Shifty DJ, a newcomer to the saga. Photographed by Annie Leibovitz. Spawn Adam Driver, in character as Kylo Ren, Han Solo's son and Slayer, wields a crossguard lightsaber. Photographed by Annie Leibovitz. The Dark Side First Order leaders General Hux, Kylo Ren, and Captain Phasma, played by Domhnall Gleeson, Adam Driver, and Gwendolyn Christie. Photographed by Annie Leibovitz.